Now, bringing you the very best in New Hampshire-based local music on IPMNation.com and 100.1 The Planet, this is Local Outbreak.
That is Space Cadet. That is brand new
From these two fine gentlemen on the couch, Dank, Sinatra.
Yeah.
We got Fradle.
Hi, guys.
All Fradles.
Whoops. You know what I did?
Sir Frodo.
I do that sometimes. I created an amalgam in your mind of, in my mind, of your names.
Oh, yeah.
So I combined Fredo and Axel and
Fraxel.
Fradle.
Fradle?
There is a third member of our band who is in Massachusetts, just far away.
Nathan Pajari.
Nathan Pajari, yeah.
Pajari?
Pajari. Nate wrote that song. Is it Pajari?
Pajari.
It's not like when the, in Spanish when they make the J the H sound. So it's not.
Yeah.
Pajari.
Yeah.
That's pretty sure it's Pajari.
Okay.
Just throwing that out there.
Is it spelled Piegari?
I think it's Pajari.
The dude has a Facebook.
He does a thing,
The dude has a Facebook.
He's got a big he's got his own page where it's just bass players.
Oh, really?
It's called Heckle the Bassist.
Oh, okay.
And it's just like all these different bass players.
No.
Like community, like a bass player.
No,
community.
he is Heckle the Bassist.
No. I get that he is but the
is,
community
listen,
built.
He is Heckle the Bassist because that's what he does. But he's in this. It's called Bass Up Front.
Right.
Which is a huge bass community.
Oh, okay.
That you're talking about. That Nathan goes by Heckle the Bassist.
Oh, okay.
That has a whole story that if he calls in, he could actually
explain.
Well,
but either which way,
could be him on the line.
His whole community,
probably.
It's called Bass Up Front. That is a nationwide, if not international, thing that. Is as I said, a big bass community.
Okay, so this is him on the line. Hello, welcome to the show.
Yo,
can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
brother.
What's up, man? Is this Nathan?
What's up?
Yay!
Hey, you're on the air. Welcome.
Yeah, I totally forgot to listen. What was me?
I can hear you're giving your kids a bath. Is that what's going on?
Yep, that's what's going on right now.
You can hear the Rugrats getting.
I'm a family man.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, very good. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm super excited. I haven't heard what you guys have been talking about. I just caught the last minute of it or so. You guys are talking about
we were talking about your bass group.
How'd you come up with that name, dude?
Honestly, I'm trying to remember how I came up with it. I can't remember it offhand, really. But it was just kind of like I started doing live videos on Facebook all the time.
Yeah. And
people would just kind of like heckle me in the comments. So I think I kind of just came up with the idea off of that, heckle the bassist because I'm a bass player.
Huh. It sounds like you got a child there heckling you in real time.
In real time.
You're no good, Dad. I'm not crying because I'm four. I'm crying because your chops aren't good, Dad.
Yep, there they are.
All right. Well, very good. Well, yeah. Well,
that is quality radio. So.
Well, it does sound like you've got your hands full. So we'll
get some Johnson and Johnson on your
hands. Listen in,
go.
Nate. We're doing some good stuff. So.
Yeah.
Don't forget to use the baby powder at the end. You know what I mean?
So what have you guys played any songs on the air yet? Or
a couple.
Oh boy.
Yeah, well, we just played Space Cadet, and we're going to play some more later. Oh, and I opened the show today with Live Inside the Lie, the instrumental.
That's right.
Really
Bro, they opened up with that.
Yeah, that's right. We're literally smoking a ball in the car, ready to come up. He's playing the song before. I was like, right on.
For, us dropping this right now for people to hear this, and we're super excited to fully release it for everybody.
Oh, very cool.
I know that for sure.
I'm always excited for full
I'm super
release.
excited to be a part of it with these guys, and it's really special to me what we're creating. So we hope it's special for everybody else too.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's great stuff, man. Great stuff. Love it, and we're very happy to be able to do the world radio premiere here on the show.
We're gonna do it.
Yeah, I definitely am gonna hop on the stream right now and listen.
All right, very good.
Up here.
Shout out to the fam, man.
All right.
Well, I got the kiddos here, so I'll let you guys go and I'll hop on there and listen. But
all right, Nathan.
Thanks for having me, and thanks for having us, of course.
Thank you, man.
All right, thanks for the call. All right, bye-bye. Did I say his name wrong?
You said it good.
Oh, okay.
He would have corrected you. It's fine.
Oh, what does he go by, Nate?
Yeah,
Nate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
I call him Nate Dog.
Nate Dog. I was thinking about Nate.
Remember Nate
don't.
Dog?
You do not.
I never call him that.
You never call him that.
Look at my phone, though. Look what he
you-
is in my phone. He is Nate Dog in my phone. He is legit. I literally, that's what he's saved as in my phone.
That's my stance.
My understanding of rock and roll was it came around in the 50s. And like this guy, Chuck Berry and Little Richard and stuff like that. They came out with rock and roll. And like it was defined by this like beat. Doom. And it was like that was like the
traditional.
What made it, right? So you could like that's what makes the genre is like the beat. Because like you could do any song in a different genre. Like Happy Birthday is a folk song, right? But you could do Happy Birthday in a rock style, or you could do it in like a reggae. You could do a reggae version of Happy Birthday.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Genres, it's all subgenres. Really, is what it is.
Yeah.
And I on my way over here, I was thinking so much about what you would think about Dank Sinatra. Like, what would you call it? Would you say it's rock, metal, alternative rock?
Well, there's there's the alternative rock sort of catch all. It's got it's got kind of a garage a garage rock
absolutely
vibe. It's kind of raw. The production is raw, but in a good way. I don't mean it doesn't sound like it's.
Well, that's also a good segue because Blackheart Sound
here in Manchester.
Eric Sauter and his crew have done a phenomenal job.
I hear that name a lot. He's seems like he's really doing
Eric Sauter has done a lot. I think he produced Faith Ann's album.
Oh, okay.
Her first one. He produced hers. He produced the first 2 Dank Sinatra EPs. This is the first LP. I know he's done stuff for
10 to 1
with the Graniteers. There's a bunch of people.
Strange Language.
There's a bunch of people. Dead Harrison.
And
that's just off the top of my head. The guy works with so many people. After Image, Brandon Crucio. Was the
After Image. We had them on the show.
He was the engineer on this album.
Oh, okay. Oh, no kidding.
And
I'll be damned.
It was a Eric and Brandon collaboration.
Blackheart Sound, New Hampshire is it's run by Eric, and he's got people working with him, and we were such a pleasure to work with Brandon to be producing or to be engineering. And then I co-produced it with Eric, and he's got such a nice space right there behind the music mill, and he's got everything's state of the art, like the soundproof, see-through wall, doors, super cool stuff. And he's got every toy you want to play with, man. Old amps, old cabs, big, just huge old stuff. Tons of it.
Oh, that's cool.
So we were experimenting, and I think we, over like a 3-4 day period, we recorded this with him.
That quick, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
We rehearsed with the songs. Took about a year.
That's just tracking.
To write. That's just tracking.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Then then I went in and redid the vocals and there's mixing and there's post stuff. There's I went in with a keyboard after. We were like adding some stuff. And, you'll get to hear it. But there's a lot of it's an adventurous thing. We're calling it obscurity and dissonance.
Okay.
And it's a concept album. It's an old school concept album where it's about a guy lost in space.
Okay.
And as his spaceship is running out of fuel and he's going further out into the nowhere, into the outer, the
cosmos.
Into the space. He's kind of searching, listening for any communication that he can make with anyone. And that's kind of like the album you're hearing is the stuff coming in through the dial as he's looking for communication.
Oh, okay.
And you know, it's kind of this like lost in space type of thing.
Yeah.
And that's, I don't know. I think there's a lot of people who are kind of tired of the same old stuff. You know, everybody's like super political or super introspective, or everything's a love song or a breakup song, and that just, it gets cheesy and old. You know, or you know, everyone's, or like your message. It's so hilarious when an artist has like a message for everyone. Really, your message? Are you Gandhi? You're just a chick with a guitar, man. You don't have like a message for us, dude. Just, you know, like, what are you gonna solve? You know, just you know, make something cool, man. Make something cool that we want to listen to again and over again.
Yeah,
and I think that was like the vibe. When I hear the stuff that was influencing me when I was listening to this stuff, like a lot of Failure, a lot of Melvins, David Bowie, where it's like, yeah, you know, there's some love songs and stuff, but there's also just kind of cool songs about whatever, some cool concept, man.
Yeah.
Some let your imagination roll.
Yep.
Everything doesn't have to have a deep, you know, message. Although there is some on this album, you know, here and there.
Well, that's the thing about music, is ultimately it's the meaning of it is up to the listener. You know, they can take. Have either of you guys?
I just don't want to take ourselves too seriously.
No, I get it.
You know what I mean? Like I want to take our art seriously, but I also don't.
Yeah.
You know, I also just want to be open to just like goofing off, and that's cool too.
Have either of you guys ever had I've never thought to ask anybody this before, and I don't know if this is a common experience people have or not, but have either of you ever had this happen where a song means something to you, the lyrics mean something to you, and then you hear the artist or whoever wrote the lyrics talking about it, and they say something completely different than what it means to you, and there's something kind of jarring
All
about
the
that.
time.
Like, okay, all right, it's not just me. Okay,
for me, it's not jarring. I kind of just
expect
accept
it.
I expect it at this point. A person that kind of like broke that, you know, illusion, a collective person that we like is Maynard James Keenan, the lead person from Tool, Perfect Circle, APC. That like he's the first person that broke that illusion of like, I'm supposed to like it one certain way because I think that that's what they meant.
Right.
And time after time, more often than not, whatever you're thinking is not going to land whatever they're thinking.
I mean, furthermore, words themselves are inert, right? Like if I say the word love, okay, then you hear that word and you shake your head. I'm like, okay, like the word love, and you're like, okay,
right.
And I see you shake your head, but what really happened is I said the word love, and then you went in your mind to all of your experiences or not experiences of what that word means to you. And then you shook your head like, I'm supposed to know what you meant. You know what I mean? I think it's the same thing with art. You know, it's just going to mean different stuff. You know, Cracklin' Rose, you know, it might be just like a whatever song, but to someone it may mean so much.
Yes.
You know, like Forever in Blue Jeans could be, you know, about how I killed a drifter and left him in his blue jeans. But you know, that's what it means to me.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that in a way, but again, you know, it is a matter of
Awesome segue. So what's the next song?
Let's do that. Let's.
Can we do one?
What do you guys want to play?
Another one?
Let's do the math song.
Absolutely, yeah. What do you want to do the math song?
Yeah, you know, if you're a fan of Air Between Us, you might.
I am.
You might like.
If there's
song.
any Dank Sinatra fans in the comments or in the air right now, this would be a little callback to the first album.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, prior to the new stuff they were hearing today, Air Between Us is my favorite. What's the name of the new album again?
This is Obscurity and Dissonance.
Obscurity and Dissonance.
Yeah.
Yep.
Prior to this album, Air Between Us is my favorite.
That was off Ulterior Motives. Two Birds Stoned at Once. Yeah.
Is that really the name of it?
I swear to God.
Absolutely.
I didn't realize.
We called it Ulterior.
Somehow I didn't realize that.
We called it.
Ulterior
Well,
Motives.
the idea was that we were going to then have another album later on down the line called Ulterior Motives with another sub title.
Yeah.
But the first subtitle was Two Birds Stoned at Once.
Oh, okay.
Because the first album was just us two. And then, you know, this album, we added Nate.
Yeah.
And the album cover for the first album, the artwork is our mugshots.
Yes,
and it's just the two of us. So you know, adding Nate added so much depth to songwriting and to playing in this band.
Yeah,
and yeah, so we kind of went with the concept album, but if we bring back Ulterior Motives, there would be another subtitle.
Yeah, yeah,
and it would be definitely just irreverent and zany because we don't care.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, let's listen to this. So yeah, this is one of the ones I haven't heard yet. So this will be fun. So this is The Math, and this is Dank Sinatra here with us in studio today. Check this out. This is brand new stuff. The world radio premiere of these songs.
World.
And we have with us on the couch the gentleman two-thirds
Hey now.
of Dank Sinatra in studio with us. And today we have been featuring music from their brand new album, the world radio premiere, if you will, Obscurity and Dissonance. Yes. So we have Fredo and Axel here from the band. And the only one we're missing is Nate, but he is in the chat room.
Yes.
I did see him in there. Yes. Very good. Melanie says, what is on the checkered shoe man's shirt? Is that a horror movie?
No.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
no.
What is that?
It's Wired for Sound.
It's our friends in another band that we absolutely
amazing
love.
Great band.
Wired for Sound.
Yeah.
This is one of their albums.
Oh, okay.
Awesome alternative rock band.
Oh, cool.
Also from New Hampshire, and
you can also find them in any streaming platform.
Yeah,
period.
Excellent.
Wicked, really good stuff. Wired for Sound.
Excellent. We will check that out. Absolutely.
It does kind of look like a Silent Hill shirt, though.
Yeah.
Like it's got some like horror vibes. I like that.
Yeah. No, it does. It definitely does. Let's see. Crystal said, by the way, during EZG's entertainment report, this is the shortened down version.
It ain't easy being cheesy, man.
That's right. Rhonda Favero says California's in the house.
Help me, Rhonda.
Let's
West
see.
Side.
West Side.
Well, it's a big state.
It is. It's like I want to say 49.5 million people.
Is it? 49
Maybe 39 and a half.
Ask him anything about California.
39.5 million people.
That's right.
Ask him anything.
I forgot for a second that you used to live there.
California, whatever. Name 3 songs, bro.
Hey, Red Hot Chili Peppers can.
No, I was going to say it's like 39.5 million.
39.5?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to say.
JFed is in the chat room. Hello.
Hey.
Let's see. I thought I saw
Boba
somebody
Fett.
else.
J-Fed.
Kyle Clayton from the morning show we mentioned is in there. Hello, Kyle. Let's see. I thought I saw somebody
dude?
else. Dave, my friend Dave Wally is in the Facebook live chat.
Nice.
Dave is a very talented musician. I went to high school with Dave.
Oh,
And he's got a podcast he's going to be working on. I got to talk to him more about that. I think he wants some input from me. But it's funny. David called the show recently, and we talked about it in high school. Because my favorite band is Kiss, and in high school, Dave used to give me a hard time about it, and we kind of. So after all these,
what could be a hard time? Guys wearing makeup and giant boots. And singing rock songs.
I know, right? But then it's funny. He called the show one day and we talked about it, and he respects them now, and even went to an audition at one point for a Kiss tribute band. So it was kind of funny. But like all these years later to talk about that, because I still remember what he used to give me a hard time. It's funny, but God bless the internet. You can connect with people from decades ago.
Yeah.
I won't say how many decades, but decades ago.
Speaking of Kiss, I was at a Music Connection. You know where Music Connect? The record store.
Yep.
It's like the best record store in Manchester. I mean, they got that guy on Somerville.
I haven't been in there in a really long time.
But the dude, Music Connection. It was like it was cheap. It was like $10. They had Kiss Alive, the double album. I had to get it, man.
Oh, no kidding. On vinyl, the original. Nice.
I'm a sucker for vinyl.
Yeah.
I do. I love it.
Somebody told me on the show, it was someone who said this, that in 2022, it was the first year that vinyl outsold CDs
again.
Yep.
It's real. It's coming back.
Yeah.
And I think people enjoy it.
Yeah.
There's something cool about it. You know what I mean? The other day I was hanging with my girl. We put on Master of Reality.
Yeah.
And, it starts off with Sweet Leaf. And, like towards the end of the song, it was like the song ended. What is that? It's the what is that? What is that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the end of we got to side B. We got to put side B on.
Yeah.
Someone's got to go over there and put side B on.
Right.
And it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. You get to hold it in your hand, and there's artwork on it. And
well, I think too, part of why vinyl sells so well now is a lot of people just because it never actually stopped. And I think a lot of people, if they're really a fan of an artist, they'll buy the vinyl and just never even open it. Just keep it to collect it because they love the artist so much.
Absolutely, yeah.
And they might also buy the CD to listen to or just.
I have doubles. I have a lot. I have my Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. I have a double, which I have the one I listen to and the one I play.
Yeah.
I have a few records that. There's a few records I have double. Dark Side of the Moon. By the way, my Sgt. Pepper's is an original Apple Records Sgt. Pepper's.
Wow,
which is why
really?
I do not play it.
Oh, wow.
It's definitely over $100 worth. It's probably like if I try to sell it on eBay, I'd probably get a couple $100 worth.
At least.
It's got the original pull out, cut your own Sergeant Pepper's uniform.
Really?
Yeah. It was,
wow.
Because like inside the sleeve, it had this thing where like you could, you had like little stripes and a star and stuff.
Oh, it did, yeah.
You could like
that's
make
cool.
you can make your own uniform.
Yeah, yeah.
I have a sticky fingers with the original. It's got a zipper.
Oh, with the zipper. Yeah.
And like, you don't play that, man.
Right. Yeah.
I have an unopened Peter Frampton Comes Alive.
Oh, no kidding.
Unopened.
Yeah.
It's never it's sealed.
I'll
It's
be
never
damned.
never been opened.
Yeah, yeah.
And I can't listen to it.
Right.
It's cool, but my record player has Bluetooth on it because it's 2023.
Yeah,
Which it kind of blows my mind that you have like two things that should not exist together, and they do.
Yeah, it's like retro tech, man.
That is kind of funny.
Like if I want the pops and hisses, then yeah, I'll put it on a vinyl. But if I want to listen to like HD clarity, I don't understand it. Like I'd rather listen to retro stuff all day.
But then I was shocked. I don't know if I've talked about it on the show. I can't remember if I've talked about it with you guys before on the show, but was it maybe 5 or 6 years ago? I'm on bandcamp.com and I said, and I realized that there's cassette tapes. And now now that's come back in a big, I mean, it's never going to.
It hasn't gone away.
The last cassette tape I bought was a local band called Black Hatch.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Black Hatch? They're
No.
local Manchester hard rock.
Yeah.
Garage rock, hard garage rock, really good stuff.
Yeah.
Like rocking, dude. If you like Kiss, check out Black Hatch.
Okay.
But yeah, they were selling tapes, and I was like, are they selling tapes?
Yeah.
And they were like, it was, dude. They were so cool. They had a box. It was like, I think it was outside of what's that tattoo place? Jeff's place, right there down the. Anyways,
Spider-Bite?
Yeah. They were playing outside the back of that. No, the other one. Anyways, they're playing out behind the back of it, and they had a box with a bunch of tapes in it, and it was like, give us $5 or just take a tape.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, like take it. Like you don't have to pay for it, but we'll accept your money.
Yeah,
and it was cool, and like I definitely put my $5 in there. But
yeah.
It's cool. I mean, tape is cool, man. You know
I
what
guess. I mean, if sometimes you play something a bunch of times and then you start to hearing that hiss.
I remember that. That's
Good
true.
old hi-fi.
I used to make my mixes off the radio.
Oh, me too.
I used to like wad up a piece of tissue paper and like shove it in the little slots in the bottom part of the tape.
Yep.
And I could just tape over it.
Oh, yeah.
Make my own mix tapes right off the radio.
I would go so far as to like if the tape broke, if I wore it out, I would actually try to, and a couple times it actually worked.
Tape the tape.
I'd try to
I'd tie them together. I would literally. I would tie them together.
That doesn't work.
Yes, it does.
That would work.
You would skip.
That does not
You
work.
would skip a certain part.
Well, yeah, of course.
But you have to make sure that both of the top that you have to make sure that
that's thin enough.
The top and the bottoms are different in positive and negative. It's weird.
Yeah.
That, like there was certain ones that did pop that I would just tie.
Yeah, because what if you tie it and it goes to side B from side A?
That was the risk you took. I didn't say it was perfect, but I said you could do it.
And so that would work, huh? I mean, for a while, right? Eventually,
I would say
it would
a
break.
50-50.
No kidding.
It's like if you're listening to Floyd, it goes from us and them into breathe. Like, what happened? What happened?
People would never know.
Side A went to side B. You'll never get to hear the great Greg in the Sky remix. Mix.
Oh, that's wild. That's wild.
We want to do it. We want to put out a vinyl.
Yeah.
Like
it's expensive.
it is.
From what I hear.
It is
Quite expensive.
It's not just the expensive thing, but believe it or not, there's a waiting list.
Really?
Like, even if you have money, good luck. There's a back order.
Interesting.
Yeah,
because there's probably not very many companies that do it.
No, there isn't. Mm-mm. There isn't. And then you can go as few as like I want to make 10 for 75 a pop, or you can go for like I want to make 1,000 for $10 each.
Oh wow!
You know what I mean? Like it gets crazy.
Damn.
It is expensive.
Yeah,
it's absolutely expensive.
Yeah,
but the thing is, you're not gonna if you make 1 or 2 or 3, if you make a handful, you're not doing it to make a profit.
Right. Of course. Yeah.
You're doing it to put it on the fridge and show everyone that you made a record.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course. Are you guys? So this isn't actually out yet, right? The new album, or is it?
We have not dropped it, man. So this is absolutely this is a
this
real
is a
FM worldwide premiere. Yeah.
This is awesome. Yeah, wonderful.
I'm beyond stoked actually, and I just couldn't thank you enough. for having us.
Yeah. No, I'm happy to do it. So when does do we have an ETA on when the album officially is released?
We're looking at mid-July.
Okay.
We're looking at mid-July for the release, and that's going to be, of course, all services that you get your music from. Whether it's YouTube or Spotify or Apple or Amazon or wherever you get your music from. We don't want to put an exact date on it yet because we're still in post.
Yeah.
But looking at mid-July.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Are you guys playing out a lot these days, or have you been focused on getting the album done?
Let me scribe.
We are definitely.
Where's the scribe?
We are definitely. We have definitely taken a back seat to performing this year.
Yeah.
A good chunk of this year went straight into writing material,
and recording it,
jamming these songs out to polish them, and recording and tracking and getting everything up to snuff with everything. So like we've, as I said, taken a back seat to it, but we are definitely trying to hit the road, quote unquote.
Yeah.
So this month we're playing at Area 23 on the 17th.
Yep.
In Concord. I don't know the dates or deets.
So it's going to be Saturday.
Saturday.
Yep. It's going to be Saturday, June 17th.
Starts at
Area 23, and I think the music's going to start there at 8. And then we're going to be we're going to be in Dover on August 25th at the Strand Theater.
Ah, yes.
great place.
Everything. I've never been there. Everything I hear about it's amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah, and they put your name on the marquee and everything, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I see a lot of cool pictures of bands in front of the marquee, and it's awesome. It's really good to see.
Ooh, I have something in my calendar for July 29th in Nashua. I think they got canceled.
Yeah, I think there's a discrepancy with a particular venue in Nashua. But over that, we have one, as I said, the 17th of this month.
That's like next Friday.
Yeah. Well, no, it's next Saturday.
It's next Saturday. That's what it is.
We're
Saturday.
Playing in Concord, and then August 25th. So like we're not. We're trying to get back into it because we've been kind of like shelling ourselves to make this as good as possible.
Yeah. And it's a full album, which is ambitious in this era because there's not that many bands
13
that are
songs.
doing that are really doing that. I mean, and of course we live in a time when you've got so many different options anyway with the internet. Like for example, yesterday I had on, I don't know if you know Holly Brewer.
I've heard the name.
Yeah. She was on the show yesterday. She called in and we actually did a world radio premiere for her new single Clothesline. But what she does is she's on a regimented schedule. Every month she releases a new single.
Oh, that's cool.
And she's been doing that since 2019. Okay. But that's it. That like there's no big album or anything. It's just every month she releases one song.
Another song.
It's it's
consistent.
Yeah, it is.
That's good.
Yeah. She sticks to it. But
I like that.
But it's there's so many different ways to do it. Was it important to you guys to do that, to make a full album? Like, did you decide from the beginning with this one it was going to be a full album, or?
Yeah. The first one was an EP with a couple covers on it.
Yeah.
That was back when I was on bass in the band. Frank Frank was an amazing guitarist.
Yeah.
But we had a couple covers on that, and then the second one, it was I think 34 minutes total.
Yep.
It just wasn't long enough to be an album, and it was just Axel and I. And so I think we really wanted a full album, and then we started talking about a concept, and it was like, all right, you're right. Now that I think about it, no one is doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
No one's putting out a concept album with 13 songs.
Right.
It's probably going to be close to an hour long.
Yeah.
That's, but here we are, and we're doing it. I think it was important because we had a lot of songs with a certain vibe, and we actually wrote a lot of songs that didn't make it to this album.
Really?
So I think we ended up, we started with 20, and then we just carve some off and chop some away, and then you cut as much fat off as you can, and you end up with kind of the songs that you don't want to get rid of, and that's what we ended up with, these 13 songs. It's talking about what we were talking about earlier, where it's some of these songs are serious and some are not, and I think that's part of just kind of the concept of the chaos of being lost in space.
Yeah.
the existential thoughts you're going to have of like, this thing in front of me matters, but also, what does any of this matter? Sure. So it's like I think there's so many different things that we had to say, and it couldn't have been done with less songs. We cut away what we could, what we had to, like, and what we kept, we just couldn't get rid of.
Right. Well, let's play another one because we're rapidly running out of time. But I'd like to get at least one more in now, and then we'll do one more at the end of the show. Wow. But I'll let you I'll defer to you guys what I should play next.
Since you said you liked it.
Bowser.
How about Bowser?
Yeah.
Send it.
I like everything on here, but yeah, Bowser so far is my personal favorite.
That's Nate's song.
We were hoping to hear Big Sleep. Maybe we could do Big Sleep as like the outro. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. Yeah, we can do that. But all right, let's this is a quick one actually. This is only 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, it's a shorter one.
But we'll give this a listen. We've got Dank Sinatra here with us in studio. That is Bowser, Dank Sinatra. That is brand new, coming off the new album. And Nate said in the chat room, thanks for playing that one.
Yeah, man.
So he wrote that, yeah. Very, very cool. Yeah, that's my personal favorite from the new album. And
it's a banger.
Great stuff. Well, guys, before we run out of time, and we are going to play one more song to end the show, but we are approaching the end of the program. So I want to make sure that everybody knows where to find you online, and so they can keep up with everything that you're doing, and of course keep an eye out for when the album is released in July, and all the good stuff, and social media, anything you want us to make sure our listeners know about.
Well, you want to check out Dank Sinatra the band. You can YouTube Dank Sinatra the band. You can also look us up on Spotify or Bandcamp. Dank Sinatra. You can look up our album Ulterior Motives, and soon Obscurity and Dissonance will be coming out. So you can look up Dank Sinatra, Obscurity and Dissonance. There is more than one Dank Sinatra out there, but we like to think that we're the
cool ones.
We're the cool ones,
I think the other
Mom says we're cool.
The other one's a hip hop artist, I think, right? Isn't there?
There's many hip hop ones. There's rock and roll ones. There's heavy metal ones.
There's a few.
Yeah,
we've been approached by a couple.
We got stoned and thought of it on our own.
We've been approached by a couple like actual Dank Sinatra pages.
Really?
No cease and desist. Just like, hey, congratulations.
Hey, respect.
From
one Dank Sinatra to another.
Really? Good.
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
Oh, that's good. That's
from
positive.
One Dank Sinatra brother from another Dank Sinatra mother.
Nice.
know,
I don't
Swapped
I don't know
it.
if that's how that
I'm
works.
not sure that makes sense, but it's very
It's
positive.
2023, man.
It's very,
Anything's possible.
very positive. That's true.
I think Mike Pence will have a heart attack thinking about that sentence.
Oh yeah. No, I think you guys are awesome. I love the music and very happy that we were able to do this today. And I'll get it queued up. What was the song you wanted to end with? Oh, Big Sleep.
Big Sleep.
Big Sleep.
Which we would love to, if Debbie Gibson, if you're out there.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, Fredo and Axel, and of course Nate in the chat room from Dank Sinatra. We're going to close with this Big Sleep. Check this out.